right away. Take you through my day-to-day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Said I'm getting thick, so I put it on display.
We just around here, I make a joke. Everybody lives. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New York Giants. Ready to get things rocking, the Pro Bowl kicker from the NFC last year, Aldrich Rosas. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. At the 33-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Elliott. And now look at him go. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 67 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Operating from the gun, Jones. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. Well, we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes. A 1st down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 33-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Good track. He's coming. Now. He's coming. Hey, Wahoo. 54's Mike. Check, go.
From the gun, Jones. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You played through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Mike 5-4.
Jones on 3rd down. And able to find Green. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
You got tight right there.
Now a 1st carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Throwing Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown Giants. Evan Ingram there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. The 1st down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Prescott. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Antonio Brown, 73 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this 1st quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Flushed out right. And this one's incomplete. Red Allison, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Well, the spark that ignited the Cowboys-Giants rivalry goes back to 1960 when Dallas's first head coach and former New York Giants assistant Tom Landry brought his 0-10 rookie squad into Yankee Stadium. That game would finish a 31-31 tie, the only non-loss in the expansion Cowboys' first season. 6 decades later, still one of the most heated rivalries in the NFL. Heck, even Cowboys head coach Jason Garrett spent 3 seasons in it. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, 77 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check, 47. You don't under. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want to see me.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Kill. Here we go, 46.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott, he's going to look deep down the field. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it staring at a 3rd down and 13. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
29 is the Mike 29. I don't even know why. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 10 yards, good for a giant first down. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, Sam off.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley. And another 1st and 10 here.
6-6, pull it high.
Now Jones. Finding Green complete. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Go. Reset. Five.
Back to throw. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not lapping it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They start on the ground with Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Elliott running right. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. There's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got Green. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Let's go now. 50, play. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Get it.
Now Jones on 1st down. This is Shepard on the catch. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley, but he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And Rosas puts this one through. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return. But I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
There you go. Line 8. There you go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line 8.
A first down throw for Prescott. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken short. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talk.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
48,
Looking to throw. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 31 yards. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Here's Jones operating from the gun. And that is caught for the 2 points. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go, get out.
Now a give, right side. It's Elliott, and he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
10th carry now for Elliott, and he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Kill.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go, 46.
First down, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Prescott to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. He's got his man. This is Tate. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Hey, 7. 54, right there, 54. Ready?
Throwing on second down. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
I can put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. With it is Brown. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. 47.
To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Jones now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
No, Harlan, 64,
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. And they'll try the jet sweep here. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Barkley. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here's Barkley. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal. And the kick by Rosas is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now.
29. Mike 26.
From the 27th, Prescott. Oh, what a catch there by Cooper. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 29.
Prescott on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 48 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And an alley to run. He's got daylight. The 20. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow. Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
We got this.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through plays work on. Every week in practice, usually on a Friday, they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Intended that time for Cooper. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
X3, 218, chop, and Alpha.
Back to throw. Jones. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying.